Hello students, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Now the question is, a step-up transformer has 200 and 3000 turns in its primary and secondary coils respectively. The input voltage given to the primary coil is 90 volts. Calculate part 1, the output voltage across the secondary coil. Part 2, the current in the primary coil if the current in the secondary coil is 2 amperes. So the problem is based on the topic transformer, and the basic concept here is that the number of turns of a particular transformer are related to its voltage as well as current, and the number of turns of a transformer are directly proportional to the voltage, whereas the number of turns corresponds to the inverse of the current. In a transformer, we know that there is a primary side and there is a secondary side. The primary side is having a certain number of turns. For example, these are n sub p, the number of turns of the primary side. The number of turns of the secondary side is n sub s. For example, the voltage applied across the primary side is V sub p, and the voltage obtained across the secondary side is V sub s. The current at the input side is I sub p, that is the primary current, and the current at the secondary side is I sub s. Then according to these two concepts, that the number of turns is directly proportional to V and the number of turns is inversely proportional to P, we can write down Ns upon Np is equal to Vs upon Vp. This is the first formula. And the second formula is Ns upon Np is equal to I sub P upon I sub S. So we have to use these two formula. The first formula we have to use for the first part, and the second formula we have to use for the second part. So the first part, the output voltage across the secondary coil is asked. So we have to calculate the V sub S. Now according to this particular formula, V sub S is equal to, this is equal to N sub S upon N sub P multiplied by V sub P from this particular formula. If we cross multiply this Vp, we get N sub S into Vp upon Np. Now the number of turns of the secondary side is 3000 and the number of turns in the primary side is 200, and the primary voltage applied is 90 volts. So 90 volts. So we solve this particular expression, particular quantity. So this quantity comes out to be 1350 volts. 1350 volts. So this is the answer of the first part of the problem. Now for the second part of the problem, we have to calculate the current in the primary coil. So the current in the primary coil from this particular formula, N sub S on N sub P multiplied by I sub S. Now N sub S is the number of turns in the secondary side, which is 3000. N sub P is the number of turns in the primary side, which is 200. And I sub S is the current in the secondary side, which is given in the problem as 2 amperes. So this is 2 amperes. So this 2 0 cancels, the 2 15, the 30 and 15 to the 30. So the 30 ampere current is the current at the primary side. If the secondary current is 2 ampere, then the primary current is 30 amperes. So this is the answer of the second part of the problem, and this is the answer of the first part of the problem. 1350 volt is the answer of the first part of the problem, and 30 ampere, the primary current, is the answer of the second part of the problem. So hope you understand the solution. Thank you.